Welcome back to Georgina Life. So if you're like me, getting lost all the time, this segment is for you because we have the most unique, wonderful guest ever, and it is Jordan Findlay. He is a cartographer, and he's with, of course, his own company, J.J.F. Cartography Company. Oh my gosh. So Jordan, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Really happy to be here. Super excited.
You were just a kid when you were here the last time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I mean, it's just, I kind of sort of remembered that you were here, but then when you showed us the flap in the book, I went, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's right.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So listen, we're surrounded by your incredibly beautiful maps, but I'm really curious as to how all this got started. I mean, how'd you know that this is what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I didn't really know I wanted to do it. I just kind of just fell on my lap a little bit, but it first started with my joy of watching like the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, but I had this idea because I love the artwork in those movies, and I had the idea to make a replica map from the Hobbit here.
Wow.
And it kind of
there we go. We
stemmed
got it.
from there.
Okay.
I decided to make a replica and go to Fan Expo here. It's just in my book. Let me just pull it up.
That's pretty crazy, right? You just get this idea, and there it is.
So
wow.
I hand drew 10 of them, and I went to Fan Expo and got a booth with my brother Sam, and I ended up selling out in 3 hours. So that was pretty incredible. And a lot of my friends and family were saying, you know, you got to do more of this, right? So I grew up in Keswick. I thought, I'm going to make a Tolkien-inspired map of Lake Simcoe where I'm from. Mm-hmm. So I made a map of Lake Simcoe here, and I hung it in my mom's massage therapy room.
Oh, wow.
And it's got these UV details on it here. If you could take a look at that here.
Oh, look at that.
So
mackerel.
The UV details are because of the map from the movie. It actually has UV details on this map too, which kind of has a secret message that says that there's a secret passage into the mountain. So,
gosh.
Yeah. So after I hung the map in my mom's massage therapy room, people started wanting custom maps of Keswick, Georgina, and Canada, and all sorts of things, Muskoka. So it just started to grow from there. But yeah, that's basically how I started doing this. Just
how many years?
This will be my 10th year doing maps.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't just have like little maps. You have a couple of big maps. For example, we have one in back of us here, which is incredibly big and beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's got to have taken a long time to do, no?
Yeah, this one took quite a bit of time. This is a 5x4 foot map, and I've been doing it a while, so it's kind of getting quicker, but it's turned out really nice, and it's not the biggest one I've done. Actually, the biggest one is at the Boondocks.
Right.
You know the Boondocks?
I do.
Yes.
So, which is part of how I actually got started, because Nikki, the owner of the Boondocks, while it was just about to open, she contacted me because she had heard about my art when I was just starting. She said, hey, do you think you could paint a mural on the wall? And I had never done a mural, and I was just like, yeah, let's go for it. So
of course I can.
Yeah, you know, that was my attitude. So I did it, and believe it or not, lots and lots of people were happy about it, and that, you know, excelled my career too, because people found out about the Boondocks, and that just helped me get more work and more custom pieces.
So as you're telling this story, how does that make you feel in terms of an artist? Because it is.
Right.
Like, how do you...
It's a dream come true.
I see the smile on your face is like this.
Right.
So that speaks volumes. But did you ever think you'd make a living?
No, like, it was actually unbelievable, because I had gone to Europe for a little bit of a tour, and I checked out a bunch of art there, and I loved how in Europe the art lasts, and and they care about that. And then in Georgina and stuff, there isn't really much art anywhere that's gonna stand the test of time and create a vibe or whatever, like you know it is in Europe. So when I got back, I was thinking I want to bring my art to Georgina, and then Nikki called me up for that mural, and it did that right away. It was actually a dream come true.
Everything happens for a reason.
For a reason.
Yeah,
It
that's
truly,
how I felt.
truly does.
Wow.
And we've got a couple pictures down here. I'm almost like I know they're pieces of art, but I don't know whether to call them pictures. They're maps.
Yeah, the one on the right here is actually a depiction of the large one. If you can see, they're both kind of exactly the same.
Okay.
I thought it would be cool to have a piece that was related, like they're related, so they're both like I wanted one on canvas and I wanted one on parchment because this was my very first canvas I ever painted. I would always work with parchment paper, and so I decided to do like a replica of my own piece, so they're kind of like together, but that's what that one is. And the one on the left here is just another one. It's an original, and I call it the pink sunset because we get really beautiful sunsets at Lake Simcoe.
Yes.
And I kind of tried to make it so the pink is going through the water. And, you know.
Well, that's the artist in you, that creative process.
That's right.
I love it. Well, and there's one right next to you on the couch.
This is very exciting.
Which is really nice.
Yeah, this is the town of Georgina. So actually this was commissioned by the town to do a map to celebrate Georgina, and I have little map windows of Jackson's Point and Keswick, and they show little caricatures of, you know, like Alpida cafes here, and you got Simcoe Burger there. They're just shown with little characters like.
But Georgina's all about community. So if you say Alpida, you know someone's going to know Alpida.
Right.
Yes.
Someone's going to know all of those landmarks and go, oh, I've been there. Isn't that cool that that's on that?
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make them.
And we've got a picture of you at Alpida that we're going to bring. We're going to bring up.
Yeah, every December I'm at Alpida. They do an artist every month, and it's December's been my month, and I get hung up there every time, and it's been great. They're great. They have the best coffee in the world. Shout out to Justin and Amanda. They're the best. If you guys haven't been to Alpida, go check them out. If you love coffee and you know, unique things like local things like maple syrup, honey, all sorts of stuff like that. They got all that stuff. It's the best. And they're the best people. You guys know them, right? They're
absolutely they're amazing.
They are
just kind and gentle.
But there's another kind of thing that you have your map on that might be a libation of some kind.
Yeah, the Lake Simcoe Lagered Ale. Is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm talking about.
Could it be that?
Yeah.
Like, how freaking cool is that?
Yeah, shout out
How did you feel when you did that?
Yeah, shout out to Kyle and Jacqueline from Turkey Shoot. They reached out to me coming up with this idea that they had the Lake Simcoe Lager, and they wanted Lake Simcoe on the can. And I was super excited to do this because, first of all, who gets on a beer can? It was like kind of like wild.
I know.
Right?
And dream come true, and the beer is awesome. I imagine you open it up and it's not good. It's actually really good beer too. So I've already given my money that they paid me to do the can back to the beer.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Jordan, thank you so much for sort of bringing all of this. And it's etched in history, right? So thank you so much for being here. And Georgina, we don't want you to go away because we have so much more on Georgina Life, so stay with us.